Did Canada make a false accusation against India? That's the question on everyone's mind today. Canada's Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, accused India of a heinous crime leading to a diplomatic crisis. This involved alleged Indian involvement in a high-profile murder case. This created a rift with both nations expelling diplomats. The bilateral ties were stretched to their limits, but as the story unfolds, things may not be as they initially appeared. India didn't take these accusations lightly, retaliating by expelling Canadian diplomats. The Indian government responded swiftly to Canada's claims, denying any involvement in the murder of the Sikh separatist leader and the alleged targeting of Indian dissidents in Canada. They didn't just stop at denying, they took a step further. In a tit-for-tat response, 6 Canadian diplomats were expelled from India, mirroring Canada's earlier move. This decision wasn't taken lightly. It showed India's strong stance and unwillingness to be falsely accused. The tension in the room could be cut with a knife, as this decision marked a significant strain on the bilateral relations between the two nations. India's foreign ministry didn't mince words either. They squarely blamed Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for the dip in relations between the two countries, stating that Canada provided no solid evidence to back their serious claims. The message was clear: India was not going to stand by and be accused without a fight. With tensions rising, the stage was set for a diplomatic showdown. Then, in a surprising twist, Trudeau admitted his government had no hard proof against India. The Canadian Prime Minister's admission sent shockwaves across the globe. One could almost hear the collective gasp as the news broke, shaking the very foundations of the diplomatic world. This unexpected confession immediately raised a storm of questions. If there was no hard evidence, on what grounds were the initial allegations made? Was it a hasty decision, a rush to judgment without sufficient proof? The admission also cast a glaring spotlight on the diplomatic crisis that had been brewing between India and Canada. The expulsion of diplomats, the strained bilateral relations, all of it now under a cloud of doubt. The question on everyone's lips was, had a diplomatic crisis been triggered based on unfounded accusations? The impact of Trudeau's admission was immediate and far-reaching. The tension between the two nations, already at a breaking point, escalated further. The accusations that had led to a diplomatic row were now seen in a new light, sparking a fresh wave of controversy. The admission was like adding fuel to the fire in an already volatile situation. This shocking revelation has left more questions than answers. What will be the fallout of this admission? How will it impact the strained relations between India and Canada? These are questions that only time can answer. This admission has stoked the flames of an already heated situation, leading to even more questions. So, where does this leave the relationship between India and Canada? We find ourselves at a critical juncture, a crossroads, if you will, in the diplomatic relationship between these two nations. The implications of Trudeau's admission are far-reaching and could potentially redefine the future course of their interactions. The seemingly hasty accusations, followed by the stark admission of lack of hard evidence, have undeniably rattled the foundations of trust and mutual respect that once underpinned this relationship. In the world of international diplomacy, the ripple effects of such an incident can span far and wide. Other nations are likely watching closely, taking stock of the situation, and recalibrating their own diplomatic strategies accordingly. It's not just about India and Canada anymore. It's about the larger message this incident sends to the global community. The importance of due diligence and the necessity of evidence-based allegations cannot be overstated. In terms of future steps, both nations now face the arduous task of mending fences. Trudeau's hint at further steps to ensure Canadian security could mean a tightening of internal protocols and an increased scrutiny on foreign diplomats. On the other hand, India may demand a formal apology to soothe the ruffled feathers and restore some semblance of normality. But the damage done to their relations is not so easily undone. Trust, once broken, is hard to rebuild. The echoes of this diplomatic crisis will likely reverberate in the halls of their embassies for a long time to come. As the dust settles on this diplomatic crisis, one thing is clear: the truth always finds a way to come out, and accusations without evidence can lead to unexpected consequences. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Until next time, stay informed!